Hello everyone, CommodoreBlitz here, and we finally have the second hardware video showing off my new computer's parts. As you saw with that intro ad for Intel, I decided this time to go with an Intel 7 processor instead of the AMD for the first time. After much research, I realized that it should give me better rendering performance and overall burst in speed based on the single core performance on benchmarks and so forth. I went with a decent mid-level Corsair case, a pretty hefty 850 watt power supply. Though they're not shown in the video, I went with two 250 gigabyte hard drives that are 7200 RPMs. They'll be rated together so that this Windows always has an auto backup. I got a battery backup system, so no power outages should hurt my computer. Plus, if I'm rendering long videos, they won't be interrupted. The other hard drives, which also aren't shown, are two 3 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drives, which will be my main data drives. These will be RAID 0 together for enhanced performance and speed. And I got a decent mid-range motherboard. I got a 5 terabyte external hard drive for backup. And if you notice, I got one of those new M hard drives, internal hard drives on a chip. That drive, the 128 there, ADATA, that's where all my video rendering will be done, because it's faster than all the other hard drives combined. The CPU is a 6700K, which to begin with I will not overclock, but I will attempt that at some point. I also got the H80i Corsair water cooler, my first water cooler system, which currently, though not listed in the benchmarks, as you'll see later, currently at idle goes about 26 to 30 Celsius, which is pretty cool. My old system, the AMD, usually ran about 45 to 60 on idle, depending on the room temperature and the time of year. This system is using the same RAM and video card, so you notice I didn't have any new ones on that. And just like in the previous video, you will see some benchmarks, the same benchmarks programs as the previous video, but with the new computer. The benchmarks gave me some surprising results and a lot that I didn't expect. So after this little montage of video clips, I'll return and talk about what the benchmarks actually show. See you then.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you. You Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you. So open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you. So alive.
Okay, hi there, we're back from the benchmarks. Now, you saw those first numbers, which just gave the 2017's numbers, but now we have a comparison. Now, they all were, some of them were basically the same, which surprised me. I thought there'd be a big difference, but in the case of these three, there was a big difference. Here's the Dirt 3D. We got overall almost double, if not more, frames per second. To me, that was a big shock. I mean, I'm using the same video card, I'm using the same memory. Now, the motherboard is newer, so I would imagine it's faster. The CPU, though, it's 8 cores, just like the AMD. It's the same 4 gigahertz. I don't know if it's the architecture, the newer architecture, the fact that it might be the fact that it runs a lot cooler, and the water cooler. But all these factors combined, as you can see in the numbers, it's more than double for most of them. And when you look at the Half-Life 2 numbers, it's hard to believe. I mean, we go 51 frames per second on the 2011 AMD to almost it's over 260 frames per second. That is a unbelievable increase. I had no idea, because of the fact I used the same memory and video card. I thought the numbers would be much closer than this. And then when you go to our final test, the Cinebench, which is more of a CPU test. Well, the first test is, I guess, a graphics test. Again, the numbers are almost, well, it is double. 70 on the 2011 computer, 114 score for the OpenGL graphics. Then when you go to the CPU score, which is an overall score of all 8 cores, the AMD only had, was it 300? And the new one had 785. That's over double the 8-core, score. That's crazy. And then when you go to the single core, again, it's over double the performance. Actually, that CPU score is 575, but not 300. But anyway, as you can see, a dramatic increase on some of the benchmarks. Some of the benchmarks are basically the same. I guess just the physical limit of the test. Maybe they're a little too old. I had wanted to run the PC Mark and the 3D Mark test, but unfortunately the AMD at the time when I had it still running, because I've dismantled it now. It was the environment of the temperature. It was running too hot, and it kept crashing on that. So I wasn't able to run that on that. I could run it on this new computer, but since there's nothing to compare it with, there's no point in doing that. So overall, more than double the performance, and just about all the games that are out there. I've tested on some others that didn't have benchmarks, like Fallout 4. The difference is night and day as far as the performance. I mean, like double the frame rate. So I'll be able to play and record much better videos in the future now. So this is for your enjoyment. In the notes of the video, you'll see the description, just like the last video, of all the parts, and you'll see a link to the website that shows you the list and where you can buy the parts for yourself if you'd like to do that as well. Stay tuned today, though, because right after this video, I already have about 4 or 5 videos ready to go, returning to some classic games we played and some new ones, so stay tuned. Hit the bell and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. Share with all your friends. Please leave a comment with anything. Share your own experience of building computers, or if you'd like to learn more about how to build your own computer, just let me know and I'll help. I've been building computers for over 20 years. So, and comment. Let me know what kind of games you want to play. I can pretty much get any game and play it and record it, so no problem. Hit the like button or the dislike button, whatever you wish. Comments and likes are always good. And until next time, about a half hour, this is CommodoreBlitz. Have a nice day.
We chill in the shade, now summer's here. Soaking the rays in the lawn.